Today on Gear and Gadgets, we have a premium rosin from the land down under. It's Leatherwood rosin. Let's get into this.
PhearNone Entertainment.
What's up, my fearless friends? Shayshahn, PhearNone, MacPherson, back with another Gear and Gadgets. Today we have Leatherwood rosin, Bespoke, all the way from Australia. Can't wait to try this out, but first let's get to this unboxing. We have a handwritten note, which is very nice. I've ordered from these guys before, and their rosin, if it's anything like it was a couple of years ago, is amazing. One of the features I really like is this leather, handmade leather pouch for rosin. I mean, I've never seen any other rosin do this. This is what the rosin looks like. All these little details. See if I can get this open. And this is a beautiful rosin that comes from the saps of trees in Australia. Dear Shayshahn, thank you for your order. We hope that you love your 100% crisp viola recipe, which Andrew has poured into a beautiful piece of Tasmanian myrtle. Enjoy. Andrew. It's the little details that count. Handwritten. Can't wait to play it. Let's get some of this rosin on the bow. So what I want to do is get the rosin off two test bows. One is a bow by Coda, and this is just a generic bow from like Sam Ash that I got cheap. I do have a more expensive bow I could use, but I think I'm going to go with these two for today. So the first thing you want to use to get the rosin off the bow safely is acetone. Acetone is similar to the chemical in nail polish remover. So we're going to pour a little bit. Carefully unscrew the bow. Now the acetone is going to go into the bow here, but it won't harm the bow. It's a chemical that you can safely use. And what you want to do is just dip it directly in. And the bow hairs will act like a candle wick. Leatherwood actually has a good video on YouTube on how to do this. Don't go all the way to the ends because it will be absorbed and it will dry fast. Try not to dip the bow itself in either. And I'm going to let this dry. So now that the bow here has dried, we will put this Coda bow back together. And we'll start to rosin. Now some people might use a little sandpaper or take their key and scratch it, but this rosin is expensive, $99. I'm going to start out putting rosin on the bow and do it naturally and see how long it takes me. Always make sure to put your thumb here or else you crack your new rosin. So on the coda bow we have the Leatherwood rosin, and we will try to play something. So I want to get into more of the details on Leatherwood Bespoke rosin and what the experience is like when you go to their website and get this premium rosin. So let's go. So like I said, they're an Australian-based company, and I'm not sure how I got put on to them. I don't know if it was a fellow violinist or violist that told me about it, but I did get some rosin a couple of years ago and I liked it then. Unfortunately, I think I broke it. I think it fell off a stand or something silly. But let's go to the rosin that I just tested. You see they got Ultimate Leatherwood pack, violin, viola, and cello, violin rosin. They have different mixes and packs. And on the website, it's kind of cool. They show like them mixing it and boiling the sap and the whole process. So I actually got what's interesting, the viola rosin. And as you can see, it's $99. I wanted it because I play a 5-string. So it's like playing viola and violin, and the strings are a little thicker. So let's get into what I think real quick. I thought it sounds good overall. I think you're getting what you pay for the $99. But I really like the leather carrying case. Well, it's a love-hate. I'll get into that later. I think the rosin has a great sound. It cuts through. It kind of like rolls off nice, almost like a nice DSLR camera. The highlights, the high pitches roll off like the highlights do on the camera. That's good. I also noticed that there was less residue on my bow and on the instrument after playing for a while. And the cons were that rosin can slip out that leather case. I think that's how I broke it last time. If you can see here on the edges, it can fall out of that if you don't have it tight. Most rosin, it comes wrapped up or in the case. I love the leather roll up, but it can fall out. It can slip out of there. And also because it's open, it's exposed to the elements once you take it out of your case. I think maybe if you live in a climate where it's warmer, it might affect these edges of the rosin, in my opinion. Especially if you don't have if you're using an electric case instead of a really high-end case for your acoustic, but you have it in your electric violin case, it could be exposed to the elements. But I guess you wouldn't put this premium rosin in that case. So that's basically it. I want to thank the folks over at Leatherwood for sending this to me all the way from Australia. I'm gonna put it to good use. I hope it lasts me a couple of years. Once again, I'm Shayshahn, PhearNone MacPherson. Come to the next episode. Let me know what you might want to know about for a guy who plays violin, viola, and is also a DJ and mixes those two. Subscribe, and like. Thank you guys.